With the current economic and social developments in our country, a question begs for an answer. Can the development and lifestyle sustain the growth for the next generation? Many of our activities which we consider relevant to our economic growth produce greenhouse gases to our atmosphere. Burning of fossil fuels for transport and electric power, agriculture, and waste disposal. Excessive amount of these gases made our planet warmer. Hence we are now suffering from global warming, which consequently creates climate change, a phenomenon that recently made a horrendous impact to our country, to agriculture, to water supply, to health, and to human lives. Today, the world's greenhouse gas level in the atmosphere is 395.55 parts per million. Developed countries' historical emission accounts most of this level as they consume more energy. Developing countries, on the other hand, are also on this trend as they try to improve their economic output, resulting in the increase of energy consumption. Talks and negotiations are ongoing to reduce anthropogenic emissions. Because each country is accountable to its GHG emissions, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change mandates ratifying countries to have an emission inventory system that will identify and quantify a country's main anthropogenic sources and sinks, a step that is essential for addressing climate change. Because of the urgent need to reduce the largest amount of GHG possible at the lowest cost considering the cost of climate policies and the technological means, the Low Emission Capacity Building Program is being implemented by the United Nations Development Program, with funding assistance from the European Commission, the Federal Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety of Germany, and the Australian government. This global program aims to strengthen the institutional and technical capacities in participating countries in order to develop national greenhouse gas inventory systems, identify opportunities for nationally appropriate mitigation actions, or NAMA, design low-emission development strategies, or LED, in the context of national priorities, design systems for measuring, reporting, and verification of proposed actions and means to reduce GHG emissions. Facilitate the design and adoption of mitigation actions by selected industries in some countries. The Philippines is one of the participating countries committed to strengthen their capacities to achieve low-carbon growth and development. LECB Philippines with Climate Change Commission as the implementing agency will focus on building the capacity of the public sector, specifically in agriculture, industry, waste, and transport. The LECB program can play an important role in helping the Philippines understand how to take climate change into account more effectively when developing planning strategies and designing and implementing policies consistent with the development priorities of the country. While this project focuses primarily on the public sector, the private sector, particularly the carbon-intensive industry, is also encouraged to participate in the project. The industrial sector's immense role in meeting the challenge of responding to climate change and achieving low-carbon growth and development consists of spearheading the investment and technological innovation that promotes low-carbon growth, of providing financing for mitigation and adaptation, of adopting low-carbon production processes, and of encouraging and facilitating more climate-conscious purchasing decisions by consumers. Upon completion, The expected project outcomes are the following. Robust national system for the preparation of GHG emission inventories have been established at a national level. Nationally appropriate mitigation actions and low-emission development strategies sectoral roadmaps have been formulated within the context of national development priorities. Measurement, reporting, and verification, or MRV systems have been designated to support implementation and evaluation of NAMAs and LEDs.
The Philippines is not a major greenhouse gas emitter, but we see the reduction of these greenhouse gases, or what we call climate change mitigation, as an important pillar in addressing climate change in the country. We see mitigation as a function of adaptation because of the opportunities it can provide to our people, especially our marginalized poor, on how to help them become climate resilient. We are very happy for this project, the Low Emission Capacity Building Project, because it will help the country come up with an overarching framework on mitigation, especially focusing on building the capacities of the public sector. And for the first time, it will also come up with a coordinating mechanism to bring in important sectors and identify activities and programs towards a climate resilient country, towards a low-emission development pathway.
Because successful mitigation requires serious and sufficient preparation, commitment from both public and private sectors involved is needed, and the LEC-B program will provide necessary help in achieving the ultimate goal of these endeavors: sustainable development for the Filipino people, amidst climate change.